Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. I'll try and keep this short today, but I want to document this journey. As you can see, I had to get dressed up today. I've got a lot of meetings. We are currently in the process of waiting to determine if the actions that happened yesterday are a civil or a criminal matter. And until we know the outcome of that, we can't proceed because there's two very different ways that we need to go. For those of you who are not aware, yesterday a hired contractor decided, after they were removed from an administrative position, they reclaimed their administrative position through a back door using a Discord bot. They also used their position within the company to launch a very calculated attack into my business. It had very devastating effects on the content, of which we lost approximately 700,000 messages. We also lost a considerable amount of data, company data. There was some recovery that took place, and there was also some security measures that were implemented to protect everything moving forward. So right now, I can confidently say, although we are still checking, but I can confidently say that I believe everything is secure. This is somebody who had unprecedented administrative access into the business. This was not a freelancer. This was not somebody who was unknown. This was a trusted member of the community with a personal relationship that had been built over 5 years. This was somebody who I knew personally in real life, who had spent time with my family in my house, and who I trusted and believed in. And as a result, they had access to almost every corner of the business. And they needed that access to be able to support me in an administrative position, and to build the community and to help to run the community, as well as other administrative tasks. When I felt like there was a problem, and I covered this in yesterday's video, I removed their administrative role. They used a Discord bot to regain control. Now, here's what I know so far. They are stating publicly on social media that they have nothing to do with this. We have breadcrumbs and we have digital proof of some of the interactions that have caused some of this devastation. However, there is one aspect that is currently unknown, and that is that this person is very intelligent and knew what they were doing. This was not, which I now believe, at the time I believed it was an emotional reaction to potentially losing their position within the company. What I now believe is this was a premeditated and calculated attack that had been planned for some time. The reason I believe that is because there was a lot of effort that went into making this happen over the course of a considerable amount of time. It wasn't just done in the moment. It was planned and premeditated, and we have factual proof of that. The one area right now that we need to confirm is that the person tried to cover their tracks. They did not use their own account to instigate the attack. They created a new account. And so it is my belief that because they understand what they are doing, they would have used virtual private networks and considerable technology to be able to obfuscate their identity. In doing that, it will be very difficult to prove that they did this past just my word versus their word. What we're waiting for right now is the outcome from the police as to whether this is a criminal or a civil matter. If this is a civil matter, my next course of action will be to hire a legal team and to seek damages. That will be an expensive process in terms of both time, money, energy, and everything else that will be involved. Not to mention the distraction to business and the emotional and other, psychological drains that will put on things. It's not an ideal outcome. The result of a civil investigation is 50-50. If the matter goes into my favour, then I may be liable for damages, of which we have to understand the person in question, we believe, doesn't have the means to compensate for what they've caused. So that could actually be futile. And right now, I am not in a position to be able to discuss or make a decision on that, because the other option right now, the police are doing their forensic tests, and if they deem that this is a criminal matter, then I will no longer be able to talk about this, and it will go into the police hands whilst they deal with this. I will know that by the end of today. If it is a criminal matter, then the police will be able to use their jurisdiction to reach out to the companies involved and to request the digital footprint. And that might be enough, depending on how well they covered their tracks. That might be enough to prove, without a shadow of a doubt, factually, that they did this. I think it will come down to an IP address trace, and it will come down to company logs and records. We've pieced together as much of the picture as we can, and at this time, that is as much as I can share, because that is as much as I know. I'm aware that on social media, they've blocked me on all channels, but I'm aware that they are saying that they have no idea about what's happened, and that they don't, that they're saying that they don't know. So at the moment, it is going to be my word versus theirs. They are in a position right now where they are trying to preserve their image, whilst at the same time discrediting me. I am in the process right now where I am trying to be very careful in what I say, because they have nothing to lose and I have everything. And that puts them at a significant advantage in this situation. So right now, the best thing I can do is to continue to check our security. This person was in control of an element of security. And so I need to continue today. I think I'm doing quite well for 2 hours sleep on the whole situation. It's been long. But I need to continue to check to make sure that everything is secure. I believe that it is. The team are incredible. There are some heroes who are showing up in this time, which is again incredible. The community are incredible, and all of you for your support are incredible, and I appreciate you. So right now, moving forward, because there are several people right now who are concerned, there's a considerable amount of money that has been invested in the business and in myself. All of the funds are safe. All of the crypto assets are safe. No seed phrases and no passwords to any crypto were ever compromised. All of the backups were secure, and the individual does not have any knowledge of that side of the business. I kept it very separated intentionally. The individual does have access and awareness to some crypto-based passphrases, which alone are useless and all being changed at this stage. This will take weeks. This is possibly unnecessary, but as a precaution for security, I feel it is an important step to ensure that there can be no further damage caused to the company. I will be seeking full access to the opportunities that I have, either legally or if the police deem criminally. I will be prosecuting to the full ability, and I will be seeking damages to the full ability. I will also be seeking for publicly this situation. Once there is a definitive outcome, I will be seeking for that to be heard, to protect and to prevent other people in the future from experiencing what I am currently going through right now. This is a very difficult time, but it is not one that will break us. We are very strong, we are very resilient, and we have already started to rebuild. Big shout out to Cody, who has been incredibly supportive, to Derek, to Jonah, to Ochi, to Gracie, to Regal, to everyone else who is helping their precious time to help us rebuild. And Cody, thank you for sharing, because everybody who is currently helping, the support, the messages, the love, it is all... It makes a difference. It makes a difference. This has been very difficult, but we will get through it. I'm very grateful for your time. Thank you, and I'll speak to you soon.